I'd say the biggest fear I had was like, oh, will I be able to make friends, and will I be homesick?
Well, talking about the challenges that you can afford, would be knowing the kids. I think that this is going to depend. With some offers, will be easier. With others, it will be more complicated. But just it's not like it's a big challenge. Most of the kids, they are nice, but you just give some give them time and just be patient, because like it takes time. Sometimes it takes time, and it's okay to just give time, and everything is going to be fine. And another challenge could be, well, if you are a person that you are very close to friends, and you are used to have always your friends and your family close to you, you just, well, you are going to another country, you are not going to have that, so you just be mentally prepared. And you have to, well, that's a challenge, and I think going to every part of the world, like in any kind of country, you just have to be mentally prepared that you're going to a different country, you're going to be far away from your family and friends, and you're going to be in contact with a different culture, and that's okay. Like, life is like that, and I think that it's good for everyone, and it's good to be aware and to go out of your comfort zone, and that is what being in this kind of programs, that is a thing that you're going to experience. It's okay. It's just have to learn, and just be open and don't judge, like, because if you just judge and say, oh, this is different and they don't do things as I used to, but that happens in the whole world. Just be open and try to understand, and it's, well, for me it's amazing. I love being in contact with these different cultures, and just being aware of how different people can be. And sometimes we have our days where, oh, I feel that, yes, I have my friends here, but I want to talk with my friend, and to just have, hopefully we have the cell phone, and we can have that support sometimes when we need it. And most of the families, they know, and they give you that space. Like, they know that we are persons, and we sometimes have our days in where we want to be more quiet, and probably we don't want to talk a lot, and that's just normal, because we are person and we have good days, bad days. It's like, you're not going to be like this happy. And most of the families, they just understand and give your space. At least my family do, and I think most of the families are aware that you are in a totally new place, and they are patient.
It was more about the kids when they don't listen. And yeah, because I had a family of 4 kids before of that. So 4 kids, when they don't listen, it can become really difficult.
With the language is difficult in here, because I have not really a good accent and a good level in English. But it's easy because the family is speaks French without the dad. And but it's I ameliorate my English. I try. I go to the English class, and it's really good. Yeah, and it just the language. I'm not like I'm sick, and no, I'm really happy here.
Well, before I left, a lot of people said, well, at some point you'll get homesick because you're far away from family. Time zones are different culture. So before I left, I was a bit worried. It's like, oh, I will get homesick at some point. Well, there's always days you're like, okay, it would be nice to just have a cup of coffee with someone from home. But there's so much to see and do around here. There's so many great people here that I have never really felt that homesick. One of the biggest challenges is like when it's kids and everyone has their own ideas about raising kids. And I studied, my education was in that area. So I had some ideas from that. My childcare experience, I had some ideas from that. My host parents, they have ideas. So sometimes we have different ideas, but we always manage to work it out and work together as a team.
I'd say the biggest fear I had was like, oh, will I be able to make friends and will I be homesick? But yeah, I'm surprised, but I'm not homesick. And I'm a person who's usually really homesick. So to anyone who's struggling with that or who's scared of that, I would definitely say, hey, you should do it, because for real, you don't have time to be homesick. It's quite funny because I asked the au pair who was working for my family before me the same question, like, have you been homesick? And she was like, no, you really don't have time to be homesick. And it's so true. And you'll meet friends. You'll meet friends for sure. There are a lot of WhatsApp groups and group chats, and yeah, you'll meet friends from friends, and yeah, you'll meet people, and it's just amazing. You don't have to worry about that.